Hi, my name's Alon Shaya, and I'm the chef and owner of Shaya Dominica and Pizza Dominica restaurants in New Orleans, and I'm here at the Seaport Food Lab in New York City getting ready to make one of my favorite dishes, tabbouleh. Tabbouleh is really one of the most simple but most amazing salads. One thing that you want to remember when you talk about tabbouleh is that it's a parsley salad first. So always lots of parsley, and it's always really bright. The good ones always have a little extra spice in them. And I think that it really reaches so many different cultures all throughout the Middle East and the Mediterranean because of its simplicity and because of how fresh and bright it is. The only thing you really need to make tabbouleh with is parsley, bulgur wheat, and then a little bit of lemon and olive oil. From there, you can really add anything you want. If you've ever made couscous, you could make bulgur wheat. It's really just taking the actual cracked wheat, steeping it with some really hot water and a little bit of salt, and letting it bloom and absorb all of that water. So to get started on the tabbouleh salad, we're of course going to start with parsley, the main ingredient. And I like using fresh flat leaf parsley. I think that it has a really great texture. I think parsley totally gets the shaft when it comes to herbs. It's one of the best herbs out there. It's got a ton of flavor, and it's more for just garnishing your buffet. So I've gotten all my parsley picked off the stem. I'm just going to take it and chop it kind of medium fine. What I do is I kind of take the whole pile and just roll it up like this, and then I just kind of run my knife through it. This is what we call, in fancy culinary terms, a chiffonade. You really want to use a sharp knife specifically so that you're not kind of crushing the water out of the parsley. And so that's all I really want to do. You can see there's some big chunks of leaves in there. That's really great because that's going to add a lot of texture to the final salad. So I'm going to add this to my bowl. And then next, we're going to go ahead and bloom the bulgur wheat. It's really simple to do. So I have a medium coarse bulgur, which I like for tabbouleh because I think it's kind of like not too hot, not too cold, right in the middle. It's perfect. I have a bowl here with some plastic wrap. And what I'm going to do is just pour my bulgur into the bowl. I'm going to take some hot water and pour that right over the top. You want about a 2-to-1 ratio of water to bulgur. I like to add a little bit of salt to this as well because it really starts to absorb that flavor into the wheat. And then I take the plastic wrap and I cover it airtight. And I'm going to let this sit for about 15-20 minutes. And as it's sitting, all of that water is going to get absorbed into the bulgur wheat. It's going to become very tender and very flavorful. This is what it looks like once it's all bloomed up. You can see how soft and light it is. It's almost like the texture of a good couscous. So I'll take the bulgur wheat. I'll go ahead and add it to my bowl of parsley. I don't like to get too crazy with how much bulgur wheat I add. I've seen a lot of tabboulehs that are like covered in bulgur, and I think that really kind of takes away from the beauty of the parsley. So I have here a little bit of fresh mint. This is one of the little tricks that I use to elevate the dish from a simple parsley salad into something a little bit more unique and layered in flavor. So I cut the mint pretty much the same way that I cut the parsley. I'll add that to the bowl, and then I'm going to slice up some red onion here. I'll add that here to the bowl, and then I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of a vinaigrette. I have a fresh lemon here, and then this is a preserved lemon. So this is lemon that has been preserved under salt for about 3 months, and it's really kind of developed this really great, salty, intense lemon flavor. So I'll take that, and the good thing about this preserved lemon is you can really use every part of it, just not the seeds. Pull the seeds out, but the pith, the skin, go for it. And I'll mince that up really, really nice and fine. This adds like a good, funky flavor to the tabbouleh vinaigrette. You can buy preserved lemons, and they're great. You know, it's really just lemon and salt. And there's plenty of great brands out there. Find ones that don't have a lot of weird preservatives or anything other than lemon and salt in the recipe. But you could also make it at home. To finish my tabbouleh vinaigrette, I have a little bit of Baharat seasoning. Baharat seasoning is kind of like a fancy pumpkin pie spice. It's like cardamom, mace, allspice. Feel free to just substitute a little pumpkin pie spice. I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil, and I have some fresh lemon here as well, and I'll zest. And I'm going to take the fresh lemon that I just zested, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon juice into this as well. So you can see how all the layers of flavor are really starting to come together. I'm going to whisk that up, add just a pinch of salt to it, and then I'm ready to toss my tabbouleh with the vinaigrette. And because it's parsley and not like some wimpy lettuce, it can really handle a lot of vinaigrette. I'm going to add some toasted almonds to this, which I think give the salad a really, really nice texture. And then I'm just going to toss it all together. So this is my tabbouleh with preserved lemon and toasted almonds. You can find it at Shaya restaurant 7 days a week in New Orleans, or just come down to the Seaport Food Lab and check out all the great stuff they have going on. There's so much great food, music, drinks. Come and have a great time.